I know that human being and fish can coexist peacefully.
Hello and welcome to the Spoilt Milk Movie Podcast. Here at Spoilt Milk, we like to discuss, dissect, and destroy guilty pleasure movies. And then we decide whether the film is truly spoilt milk, or whether it's ascended into a fine, luxurious cheese. So without further ado, let's go.
Warning, this podcast is full of spoilers for the title feature, and there's bad language from the start. If you've never seen the film, or you're offended by bad language, you have been warned.
Why were you just rocking that nub?
Rocking that nub.
Is that what we call wanking? I'm going to rock that nub tonight.
Hello and welcome to the next episode of the Spoilt Milk Movie Podcast. Are we recording?
We are recording.
Yay! It's St. Patrick's Day. Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Happy St. Irish Day.
We've got our green drinks. Yay.
I don't want to drink this. It's going to be heartburn. What was that noise? Were you just humming?
I think we just all went like deaf for a minute.
It's like in Saving Private Ryan, where there's just bombs on the beach.
Yeah. That's actually quite tasty, this.
Yeah, that's
not too bad.
Yeah, what was it again?
Caribbean twist, talking of being on a beach.
Is there actually any
different
alcohol in
to
this then,
World
or
War
is it
II.
just like...
It's fermented alcohol.
It's 4% child's drink. Come on.
Oh, sorry, it was
That's
just...
what I brush my teeth with.
It was just the craziest one there. And also, Katty got a promotion at work.
Wait.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. Whee. Top of the morning to you.
By an Irishman.
Yeah, it's all Irish.
Oh,
It's so grand.
So we're leaning into the bad accents hard.
So while we're on it then, so as always,
Always.
my name's Cham and we're joined by the Hobo. Say hello. And Katty, give us your best Irish accent.
Hello.
That's Scottish and bad Scottish.
I can't do accents.
That gave me vibes of Mrs. Doubtfire. Hello!
Hello there.
That was Irish. Oh my God, do you know the difference?
My boss is an Irishman.
Yeah, do him.
I can't do Ryan's accent.
Oh, okay.
He's got that like Northern Irish, kind of hard Northern Irish accent. You see? Sorry, Ryan, if you're listening.
We this is the one we definitely should have been live streaming.
So we have got a top 3 to discuss before we get into our film, which today is what, Katty?
Top 3 bad accents in films.
Oh, I meant what film are we covering later?
Oh, sorry. Leprechaun in the Hood.
In the Hood. But yeah, we've got our top 3 bad accents. I'm going to go first because I only brought one. I don't have any spares. So it'd be interesting to see if you had this. I'm just going to go for the overall film of Highlander.
Yes, that
was one of mine.
Because what the fuck? Like, I kind of get the idea that, well, he's called the Highlander and like a big part of his role is being Scottish. But why cast a Frenchman to be the Scottish man and then cast a Scottish man to be Spanish Egyptian? Yeah. And neither of them can do the accent. I'm like, what the fuck? Sean Connery was stood, like, looking at this man while he was mumbling through a terrible Scottish accent and must have just been like, I don't give a fuck.
I don't think Sean Connery's ever given a fuck. If he's ever in a role that he's meant to be anything other than Scottish, it's a Scottish accent he's still doing. He's still just being...
I read online that he's never played a Scotsman.
What?
I don't know. That can't be true, but I tried to think of roles where he was actually Scottish, and I was like, oh.
I think I just mean in general that it wasn't called out that he should be something else. Like in James Bond, they don't say specifically he needs to be an Englishman. It's just he's an Englishman.
Is James McAvoy played a Scotsman, though? Oh, what's that one? Is it Filth?
Oh, yeah, Filth, yeah.
He's a bit Scottish in that, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. Were any of his personalities as Kevin Wendell Crumb Scottish? They weren't, were they?
Don't think so.
You thought he'd have slipped one in. A cheeky
What,
Scot.
finger.
In himself. Like one character's the finger and the other one's his bum. So, yeah, I mean, Sean Connery, when he's saying the words, I'm Spanish in Scottish,
I'm
you're
Spanish.
like, oh my God. It's just bad all round. And it looked as though no one even tried.
Yeah, no. They didn't need to.
No.
Back in the day, you didn't have the internet. People didn't. If people cared, it
People
was only,
had ears.
Yeah,
People
but
also had internet in the 90s.
not good internet. Not like not anything that people would listen to. So if you had a bunch of angry movie nerds, they'd be like, he's not even Scottish. You wouldn't hear them.
Spanish.
They'd be in like a tiny cave somewhere yelling at each other, and that's all you'd get. That's the equivalent of
Oh, like in Games Workshop.
Mm-hmm.
Playing Warhammer.
Yeah.
And they all smell like...
you go to Games Workshop
Fuck off.
to pick up guys.
Really nervous, awkward guys.
And you're fucking sleeping outside the door. Let me in.
Yeah, but I just waited to drop one of her fingers so I can chew on its head. Those paints have got some good vitamins in them.
Well, you said fingers. I'm like, who's dropping fingers?
Lepers.
McAvoy.
And it is a leprechauns instead of lepers. But
Who's going next?
I've got loads of backups, so do you want to go, Katty? But
No.
one of them's gone, actually.
You go.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna live life dangerously.
I'm enjoying this green drink.
Okay. So Sean Connery's gone.
Mm.
You
You could also have Sean Connery
yeah.
in like The Untouchables.
Why are you doing some sort of N-Dubs impression?
I don't listen to N-Dubs, so I don't know. It's I don't know what to get. I think I'll go for Nick Cage and Con Air.
Mm.
Put the bonnet back in the box.
Do you know what? I never even thought about it being a bad accent.
It's a terrible accent.
Where is he from? Is he just fully Los Angeles?
It's just American.
No, he's
know.
Southern, isn't he? I thought he had a Southern drawl in every film. Where is Nicolas Cage from? What is his
I
voice?
don't know.
what is Nicolas Cage?
Surely that's not a good,
No.
like from what I've seen, that's not a good accent. I mean, I love it. I love Con Air, but
I hate Con Air.
what?
I fucking hate Con
Wow.
Air. You know, I loved it when I was younger. I had like a 6-foot cardboard cutout of Con Air. Like the whole gang at the front.
Of the whole aeroplane.
Yeah, the aeroplane was in there, the sign, everything.
And did you wear out the like mouth holes?
I like the way you made it sound like there were already mouth holes. Like, I got it from Global Video. And like going into shop and be like, oh, what? And just look over and all the characters have got those like really round. Oh.
I mean, what else do you do when you work in a video store?
Yeah, true.
You fuck the cardboard cutouts.
So why have you chosen Nick Cage and Con Air?
Because I both love it, and I constantly, that's my idea of a Southern drawl. It's really bad. Put the bonnet back in the box. That's how he says it. And that's terrible. That's not how.
What are some of his other lines?
Put the bunny back in the box.
Does he read out the bit where he's like...
You really should have put the bunny back.
I don't like... Well, I love that film, but Steve Buscemi as a peed kind of upsets me a little bit.
He's got the whole world in his hands. That's a creepy moment where the kid's singing it and you're seeing it from his like... It's like
Weird
a
point of view.
wavy Dutch tilt type of
Steve
angle.
Buscemi's not Dutch.
He could be. I wonder if you could do a decent Dutch accent.
Mm.
We'll never know.
But yeah, that's it. That's simple.
Oh, Katty.
So, I was a little bit mad at the Hobo for posting this
Oh.
because mine was Dick Van Dyke in Mary Poppins.
Mary Poppins.
Why were you angry at me for posting it? Posting what?
Was it you?
I think it was
you?
me.
Oh, well, I'm mad at you.
Oh, sorry.
Posting what?
It was like a video and it was like, name me your worst accents. And it was like a picture of Dick Van Dyke from Mary Poppins as a fucking chimney sweep. That accent is ridiculous. Going back to Ryan, who was an Irishman, when he tries to do any sort of English accent, he sounds like a fucking chimney sweep. All right, governor.
I hate it when people, I mean, we've just done shit Irish accents, but I hate it when Americans do English accents. It's always that kind of same old, like, oh, isn't everything great? It fucking talks like that.
It's a lot inspired by Dick Van Dyke and others who were just doing the most generic British at the time, and then it's been popular. So it,
like, have you heard Chris Pratt do his English accent? And it's proper like Essex. And I'm like, yeah, good on you. He does like a fully Essex accent. And I'm like, it's still London, but at least he gives it a go.
Get up north.
Yeah.
it's because they have to put subtitles on Northern people if it's in America.
I fucking love that though. Like, I properly love it. I can't remember what I was watching, but I was watching some program and it was on American Netflix and they had to subtitle someone that were just, I think they were from like Barnsley or something ridiculous like that. Like, not even mumbly or out like that. Quite sort of clearly spoken. I'm not going to say well spoken because they're from Barnsley. But quite clearly spoken. It's like, what the fuck are you subtitling that?
It's not like we're doing Brad Pitt in Snatch.
Yeah.
It's like, do you like dogs?
That's a good Irish accent.
Yeah, I thought
he does a good job.
It's not Irish.
Well, kind of pikey. Yeah, we used to get a lot of like people in Donny who spoke like that. They were like faux Irish.
Faux Irish.
Yeah. Oh, go away, you faux Irishman.
Oh my.
I did almost, but because we clearly called it out on one of the other podcasts, have Kevin Costner from Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, because that was terrible.
Yeah. Nottingham.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was even, I guess.
Yeah, no, he was trying a little bits, but he failed.
Well, I've just seen Keanu Reeves in Bram Stoker's Dracula.
I thought you were going to be like in Pudsey.
I fucking wish.
How did we even forget about Keanu Reeves? Yeah, that is terrible.
Horrific.
I love Keanu though.
Yeah, I do as well.
So he's a good guy.
He's a babe.
He's done some bad films, but he's a good guy.
Like what?
What was it? Is it Johnny
Menomic? Johnny Menomic. Menomic.
Johnny Menomina.
Close enough.
Menomina.
Yeah, he has made some stinkers.
Yeah, he's made some bad films.
You can do no wrong.
He definitely can.
You can.
John Wick 3 looks good though.
John Wick 2 was not good.
No, it wasn't as good as the first one.
No.
When they always go
really
to Europe, and I'm like, don't go to Europe. Anyway,
Why?
so that's our top 3.
What's up with Europe?
I don't know. Think of any kind of good American franchise where like we're now going to go to Europe. I'm like, it usually just goes downhill. Even the Avengers, when they went to Zabrovnik or whatever, we just went a bit downhill.
Fucking The Rock were in Donnie.
Yeah, I thought you meant the film The Rock.
No, the person.
Hobbs and Shaw. Jory's out on that one though. Don't know what that's going to be like. It might be wank.
Yeah,
Avengers.
but he went to Donnie.
Yeah, he did.
Elizabeth.
He went to the gym.
And there's some like Fast and Furious or something filmed over here or some shit. Or just that one.
It's that one, because it is a Fast and Furious, isn't it?
Because apparently they were in Ponty for a bit as well.
Ooh.
Don't know why. It's fuck all but Haribo Shop. Haribo Shop.
Yeah.
Soz, mate.
I'm sure there's like a bit with like a power station or something.
Oh, there's a power station in Ferrybridge.
Yeah,
there's many power stations around there.
That's not a claim to fame. Loads of places have power stations. We kind of need them.
There's like 6 power stations, like old like power stations with a big chimney
so they
things.
can drive in them and stuff.
Anyway, we don't need them. Solar.
Are you running off solar?
Yeah.
Wind farms.
Anyway, on that note, that's our top 3. Mine was just the cast of Highlander. Hobo.
Mine was Nick Cage from Con Air.
And Katty.
Mine was Dick Van Dyke and Mary Poppins.
See you soon to talk about Leprechaun in the Hood.
In the Hood.
Fuck the Spoiled Milk Movie Podcast.
Hello and welcome back to this Spoilt Milk Movie Podcast, where today we're talking about Leprechaun in the Hood. Katty, what's it about?
So, what they do.
Tell us what they do and how they do that.
How to do that. So, we've got a group of rappers.
Positive rappers.
Positive rappers.
Yeah.
We've got a group of rappers, and they have pissed off Ice-T. And they've got a full-blown like grudge against him, and they fucking hate him. Nearly spilt that glass. They hate him. They break into his house, and they find this weird little statue thing, and then they nick like this shiny gold medallion, because obviously all rappers like medallions.
Shiny gold things, yeah.
Shiny gold things. They love the golds. And then by doing that, Warwick Davis comes and fucks shit up.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Isn't it?
Yeah.
We start in like that weird 70s scene where he's got like an afro, doesn't he?
Blaxploitation.
Yeah. And
We saw in a blaxploitation film.
didn't really know what was going on. I didn't really know what was going on in that first bit. I was like, well, I didn't really even get that it was supposed to be set in like the 70s or whatever at first.
He's in the hood, man.
Yeah.
You can't just say that and then that's not an answer to everything. I'm like, I don't know why they were in the 70s. They were in the hood. Oh, right.
I didn't look up the writers, but I want to preface this that everything that happens in this feels like it was written by white men, middle-aged white men who have a very bad view on anything that isn't suburbia.
So, Katty, you know this franchise a bit. I'm speaking on behalf of you, Hobo. Have you seen any Leprechaun films before?
No.
Katty, have you seen any before?
Yes.
Right, okay then. So I'd never seen a Leprechaun film.
Okay, I own most of them.
Most of them? Right, how many is there?
There is...
There's a good, 5, isn't
There's
there?
6 altogether.
This is like Katty's bread and butter. This is what she was.
This is the shit that I live for.
Were they always like this one?
Oh, they're all fucked up.
But the first one was the first one trying to be, because it came out around that Critters time. Was it trying to be scary? Because it's not very scary or anything.
So in the first one is pretty scary. So the first one, it came out beginning of the 90s. I think it was 93 it came out. Let me get me.
The same year as Jurassic Park.
Let's not say that. So 93 the first one came out. Jennifer Aniston were in it.
I got that completely wrong. I thought it was 80s.
No, and then 94 the second one came out.
Fucking hell, they rattled that out quickly.
95 the third one came out. 96 the fourth one came out. So the fourth one is Leprechaun in Space.
Of course.
Yeah.
And then
4 in 3 years.
Yep. And then they give it 4 years and then brought In the Hood out.
Right.
And then 3 years later they brought Back to the Hood.
Right.
And then in 2014 there was a WWE Origins thing, which was nothing like fucking Leprechaun. It was like the weird Gollum type guy.
Wasn't the one this year or something?
There's a Netflix one this year.
Oh, is there?
End of last year, I think, or something. Because that's why this originally came up. That we should probably do it. Because, one's just in the last sort of couple of months has dropped. But I mean, I'm surprised they're able to get that many films out on this high production quality.
There's a function. I mean, the first one is pretty. It's like a little bit scary. Like you've got this weird fucking leprechaun guy that's just throwing gold shards at people, fucking them up.
Right.
Nice.
And then I think it's just one of them films that turned into a tongue-in-cheek kind of, this is fucking ridiculous.
Does this first one have this same kind of rhyme thing that's going on?
Yeah.
That he's obsessed with rhymes.
It's a leprechaun, of course he is.
But the movie, in fact, before we see Ice-T, the movie opens with a leprechaun explaining that leprechauns like their gold, and if you nick it,
they'll fuck you up.
Yeah, they'll stab your dick off. And then it goes into it, and then the first. Everything he says is a rhyme. Is that consistent with the...
It's consistent throughout the whole franchise. He's a fucking rhyming dickhead.
His rhymes were awful.
Spitting bars.
They were really poorly, but they weren't... It wasn't like these... It doesn't rhyme very well, but actually what he said is really good and profound. He'd do stuff like rhyme the word goods with hood. And I'm like, no, that just doesn't work. You can't... Good and hood... Fine, goods and hood just doesn't work.
Look at him smoking a doobie.
Yeah. Yeah, that happened. So yeah, we get the three main characters, don't we?
We do.
Who are positive rappers who are trying to get their positive message across through rap.
With the name Stray Bullet.
Yeah, so the Stray Bullet, Butch, and Postmaster P.
Yeah.
Butch, who they keep talking about is a virgin all the time. Not really sure why. I don't really know why.
I mean, you can't even say it with the 90s, so...
Yeah, but is there any relevance to him being a virgin? Does it come back up and help? Or...
Well, there's no relevance in Clueless to her being a virgin.
Yeah, that's a whole part of her story. And the whole part where she, like, sees that guy and then she's, like, her love for Josh comes from the fact that she's trying to lose her virginity and gets that guy who's clearly gay. Like, that's part of her, like, challenges of getting to where she needs to be. This guy
to fucking a stepbrother.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Or to find true love, if you will.
Fucking a
But
stepbrother.
there's no real reason why this guy has to be a virgin. It's spoke about so much. Is there?
Because it's the positive rappers. And it's positive to be a virgin.
It's probably just like the fat kid thing. It's an easy joke, isn't it? Oh,
Yeah.
call someone a virgin. We've got easy joke material there, and you don't have to try hard. It's like, oh, are you going to fuck that one? Or are you not going to
But
fuck
they
that
did
one?
that in like the 80s and early 90s. This film's not too old, is it?
2000.
2000. So
It's 20 years old.
fuck yeah. But still though, like in the year 2000.
Do you want to hear a sweet rap?
Yeah, let's
It had not much changed.
if it's from this film, I'm
In the
not
year
sure if it'll
2000.
be sweet.
It is from this film. It's the first line, apparently.
Oh, God.
Right, okay, go for it.
Deaf to he who sees a leper.
That's a good rap.
That's why they hide the best.
Deaf to he who sets the leprechaun free. Steal his gold. It will corrupt your soul. You'll see. For many a moon,
Doesn't
the legend has grown. Death toll increases. Solution unknown. Beware the evil wanderer in search of his loot, lest you suffer the wrath of his golden flute. Flee while you can. The future's not good. For no one is safe from a lep in the hood.
Oh.
First of all, why would leprechauns have a rhyme about themselves that is telling people not to set them free? Surely if you're a leprechaun, you want to be set free.
don't you?
Look at all these glittering goods. I've got more loot than Tiger Woods.
Yeah, that was very early on. I was like, that's a weird reference to make. That instantly dates
He
this
was
film.
a big star at those times. So we get the rappers and the films. I was like, right, okay, sit down to watch a Leprechaun film. And then it became what felt like a step up film or something where there was these three rappers wanting to make it in the music industry and they had to win a competition in Vegas. And you know what? For the first like 10 minutes, I was kind of with them and I was like enjoying the idea of their journey and then winning this battle, kind of like a bit of a Sister Act vibe or whatever. Katty, you look like you want to say something.
I really do.
What, is it another rhyme?
It is.
Right.
It says, I'll take it from you, homie. You'll see. Because you know the leprechaun is the real OG.
I remember when he called himself
These were
the OG.
all painful. And you say, first 10 minutes she was with him. 5 of those minutes were them just dropping expositions like, but we need to win this because we're gonna... They literally tell you everything. Like, you don't find out anything.
Yeah, but I don't mind a bit of exposition every so often.
That wasn't a bit,
But
though.
what I mean was, though, they were going for
That
this
was
rap.
them reading a script.
They were
We are
going for
going to LA.
a rap contest, and they were like, we want to rap in the hood, but be more positive and talk about a positive message instead of things like guns and
bitches
hoes
and
and drugs
hoes.
and stuff like that. The weird thing, though, is that all went out the window, and actually I felt like the whole message of the film was, if you want to get anywhere in life, fuck positivity and rap about guns, bitches and hoes. And I was like, well, why the hell have you just set this up that these guys are supposed to be nice guys, spreading a positive message? And then like, no, actually, the good stuff is guns and drugs and hoes.
There's a bit where...
You're saying hoes.
Before they break into Ice-T's thing, and they're talking about doing that, the Postmaster P is like, no, we don't rob people. And this is directly after they've tried ripping off store owners.
Yeah. trying to sell them a fake Jimi Hendrix. I'm like, your moral compass is all over the place. Postmaster.
You got to hustle to make a living.
Yeah.
But that is robbing. That is literally robbing people. You are lying and making them pay extra something that isn't.
And good, hard-working people who've actually got, like, not another drug dealer or whatever. They're trying to rob Mr. Cham, was it, or whatever?
Mr.
They
Cham.
seem to, the first
Who
guy,
did that fucking crazy dance at that point? What was that about? I did love that bit.
And why was it just the back of that guy's head for ages? Was it a different actor?
I don't know.
Like, the whole shot never changed. It was the back of his head doing this crazy dance. I'm like, is it going to be a reveal? He turns around and it's
the Leprechaun.
it's Tiger Woods.
Maybe it was Tiger Woods.
Yeah, I think it was. But yeah.
So what happens next then? So they rob Ice-T, don't they?
Yeah.
And they steal his flute and they shoot him. And they think he's dead. But he's got that like little tin fucking medallion that saves his life.
And it's Postmaster P who shoots him. And he acts like it was by accident.
It was.
It wasn't by accident.
If you've got a gun pointing at someone,
Yeah.
it's not much of an accident.
You can easily not shoot someone. Don't pick up a gun. Don't point it at someone.
Maybe he didn't realise the safety was off.
So I was stood there with my erect penis just in front of this cardboard cutout, and then I accidentally fell into it. Sorry, Nicolas Cage.
I mean, it's not your fault it already had mouth holes.
Cheers, global video. So they end up with the flute, and he plays it, and it took a good while for me to get what the flute was about. Like, it's not very clear. And I didn't like how low in the sound mix it was. They'd be like rapping away, and it was like, and I was like, what? Is he playing that? Is it, what's...
It's a sweet recorder soundtrack.
Yeah. Oh, it'd have been better if it was a recorder. Do you have recorders in America?
I
Or is
don't
that
know.
a straight up British thing? All our Los Angeles listeners that we've got.
If you want to know
will
what
have
a recorder
contact
is,
us.
it's a shit flute.
It's yeah. You don't play it to the slide like a flute.
Oh, okay. It's a shit. What's a woodwind?
Why
Like
isn't it a flute? A shit flute?
A flute you play to the side.
Like a
Recording,
penny whistle
you-
then.
Yeah. It's a more elaborate
do
penny
it.
whistle.
It's like a...
There's like a
Clarinet?
clarinet's the one that you
Yeah.
play.
That's a fancy recorder.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. It's a shit clarinet. have you seen the YouTube video where someone does the Jurassic Park reveal of a dinosaur?
On a melodica.
Yeah. They're like,
It's my.
it's absolutely
Oh,
amazing.
it's horrible in my ears.
Oh.
So what they get set off on their journey then. So what is the story for these three guys? That they like
What? There
What is the story?
So-
yeah.
the
They're
leopard.
basically just on the run, aren't they?
Yeah, because they've fucked up. Well, they think they've killed Matt Daddy.
Hmm.
So that
Fuck, I
means.
forgot that's his name.
So that means obviously, like in the world of hip hops, someone's going to be after them.
Hmm.
And then it turns out the person that's after them is a fucking evil, magical midget.
Is he evil?
The
Yeah.
leprechaun.
Well, like, does he do anything bad to normal people? He just kind of
His-
kills people who
I
are...
mean,
His motivations in this film aren't obvious. He will often leave some people who he should want to kill, who have his stuff.
Mm.
Oh, wow, there's police after me.
oh, the feds.
Mm.
Missed.
Motherfucking 5-0.
Yeah, we're recording this in the hood.
Yeah, often there's people who have stolen his stuff, but he'll happily leave them alone. Considering he's got the power to like blow a hole in the middle of them and like control, he's got the power to blow them, and like he can make them do whatever he wants. Like at one point, where he sees the guy, the pawn shop guy, with his stuff, he sees him in an alleyway. And instead of actually just killing him there and getting his stuff back, he's like, oh, I'll come back later and make you hook up with like a sexy version of me,
Yeah.
and then I'll kill you.
Yeah.
Like, why?
Because leprechauns are tricky motherfuckers.
But why? Why? What's the trick? You just kill him and go.
What was it? He was called something like Jackie D or something like. Was that like his wife or something? So he calling her like
Jackie M, I think, or something like that.
Yeah.
The two Jackies.
And I was like,
Big Jack.
What's going on?
It was Jackie D was trying to hook up with Jackie M, which seemed like his ex-wife, and then Jackie M turned into the leprechaun, and then we heard some weird noises, so he might have got fucked to death.
Do you think the leprechaun just fancied Jackie D?
Yeah.
Was like, before I kill him, I'm going to get it on with him.
Maybe he jacked off Jackie D.
Yeah, maybe he did. So then he kills... Is he the one who he blows a hole in?
Yeah, I think so.
He blows...
Is it? He just goes... It's kind of like a weird Jedi thing. It's
Right. Yeah, he's just like a Jedi.
He is exactly like a Jedi. A lot of Jedis... He's small and green and talks weird. He is Yoda.
He's not Yoda.
He's definitely... No,
Yoda doesn't blow people.
We haven't seen that.
On that note, we'll leave it for part 1. We'll be back for more Yoda blowing in part 2.
This is a break from the podcast. This isn't fake, it is real. Grab a biscuit, a Kit Kat, or toffee, maybe samosa.
Hello and welcome back to this Leprechaun episode of the Spoilt Milk Movie Podcast, where today we're talking about Leprechaun in the Hood.
In the hood.
Should we pick up with the transsexual scene, transvestite?
Why not? I mean, when in Rome.
Yeah. So you
were pointing at me then, like, you wanted me to take it because you didn't want to feel the shame of a leprechaun fucking a transvestite.
No,
death.
Before that bit, like the whole bit where they went round to his house, I felt like it was just done as a joke. Like the whole point of that character being in there was, you're a joke. Like we're gonna like laugh and chuckle. Whether the characters in the film were, or as an audience we were supposed to, it was mainly this guy dresses in women's clothing, so we're all gonna laugh at him. Yeah. And I do feel like that's the kind of thing that's been put in a lot of films that people class as like great films, but it was quite jarring. I was like, oh yeah, that just wouldn't fly anymore. That kind of.
I mean, I don't know, there's dressing in women's clothing, and then there's actually mocking like someone that cross-dresses or...
But like in Little Nicky, do you remember the bit where there's that guy who wears like lingerie and pours candle wax on his nipples or whatever? I feel like at that time, it was just fine to just like, if a man dresses in lingerie or whatever, they're going to be some kind of weirdo who pours wax on the nipples.
It just depends on how it's portrayed though, because anyone can get fucking offended by anything. Anything at all.
Yeah,
I think it depends on the context though, because this would have been fine if they just showed a transsexual and they were part of the Friends and stuff like that, and they died in a funny way, or they made jokes.
They got fucked to death by a leprechaun. How is that not funny?
No, I mean that is fine on its own.
A rapping magical leprechaun that looks like he's got a burnt face and someone's smushed it back on to make it look like a face.
I think my point is, just because they didn't outright gay bash the I know you said leprechaun. the transsexual didn't mean they weren't the butt of the jokes, because of the way they dressed and the way they set up their situations was still, it wasn't as overt as Little Nicky, where I mean you can't get more on the nose than a guy pouring wax in the middle of the street with a badly fitting bra, but that's still kind of that big of
think about
these people aren't people, they are just weirdos that you interact with.
Think about Ace Ventura. Do you remember the bit where in Ace Ventura where he's got off with Einhorn, and then when he finds out that she was actually a man all along, there's an extended scene where he's like putting a plunger on his face and throwing up, and it's like that whole film's attitude of, if you're a straight male and you kiss another male passionately, you should basically be like having cold showers and bleach in your face.
And even seeing like the dick tucked behind.
Yeah.
Everyone vomits.
That is yeah, everyone vomits. Because
Even
and
women
everyone's
are vomiting.
scraping their tongues.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, that is repulsive. And it was just quite, like say, jarring to see.
I didn't think of that.
Fucking triggered bitches.
Yeah, but it wouldn't happen in film these days. Or if it would, it'd be picked up on.
I think everyone's just a little bit too sensitive sometimes. Like, you're not going to be able to make if people are going to go down this route, you're not going to be able to make a joke about anything because someone's going to be offended by it.
No, but you can make a joke that someone doesn't like the idea of a kiss to man. That's fine. But when you start making it more the thing that everyone hates this and this is unacceptable in any sense, that's a different issue. That's more like, what message are you?
Would you rather it be like there's like 5 people that are vomiting and then 6 people that are like wanking in corner?
I mean, even if it's just one person, just
yeah. But if you do remember that scene, it's everyone. There's like about 50 of them or
Some
something,
of them are
and they
women
all
as well.
turn around and like, "Ugh," like physically spewing.
The thing with films is, even films like Leprechaun in the Hood, they're going to have like a pretty wide release.
No, they're not. I think this was straight to DVD.
This film was fucking Lionsgate. That was like my first note. Lionsgate WTF. I was like, how the hell has this got like a decent production company releasing it? But I think with this character and pretty much every female character in this film was the only reason he was or she was there was to just be kind of laughed at. If you think about what that character was there for, it was to kind of make the virgin guy feel a bit squeamish when he was like attracted to him, and then to be the butt of a joke when he got killed being fucked by a leprechaun. And it was like, oh yeah, that's weird now to see that. It's weird to see
There's
that.
not a positive female character in this film. There's not a main female character in this film, is there?
There's just all those women who turn up at the end in gold bikinis or whatever.
There's the girls that are like is like hypnotized ladies.
Yeah,
But
so
there's no
Is that what you refer to as a
hoochie?
hoochie?
A hoochie mama.
What's the description of a hoochie? Just for the audience.
Big oops. Barely any clothes. Long nails. They click a lot.
Did you write this film?
So how do they escape? He makes that weird chemical because he's good with chemicals, isn't he? So he makes a towel bomb. Do you remember that bit?
No, they knock him out by.
First they lock him in the thing, don't they?
No, that's afterwards. They give him They give him that joint with a 4-leaf clover in it.
Isn't that in the end bit?
Yeah, I thought at this point they hide in the bathroom, and then when he comes to them, they do like a little weird way. He's like, if I put these chemicals on the towel and
they're burning
it,
yeah,
they attach it to like some electrodes, and like it'll blow up. And
yeah, they
like,
do a bit of Home Alone thing because they're trapped. Again, another one where the leprechaun, with all his powers, his undefined powers, could have just whooped them. I mean, how is he even finding them?
Well, is he drawn to the magical flute?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's his flute.
But he's drawn, he knows
Flutie
where they are, but
baby.
then he gets to the house and doesn't know where they are in the house.
Because it's like GPS.
Okay.
It can't pinpoint to you. Like
when you
if a sat
drop a
nav,
pin,
for instance.
An Uber.
Yeah, you drop a pin in an Uber and they phone you up and just be like, where are you?
That happened tonight.
Where the pin is.
Yeah.
The pin says you're on top of a building. Yeah, that's where I am. Well, this is the thing. There's no rules defined in this film at all. There's just nothing to hold on to.
It's like, how does Michael
reasoning.
Myers get places when he just fucking walks?
Yeah, that's stupid.
Like, someone can be in a house and they can be there for 3 days. Michael Myers is just 6 days behind, just like...
No, but in this film, though...
fucking hell.
The leprechaun blows a hole through a man's body but then gets trapped in a wooden box.
It's not wooden, though, is it?
Yeah, I'm sure he can't get through a wooden door. They're in the bathroom and he's like, I can't get through the door.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you can
Yeah, but he's
blow holes through things.
but he's like lead is like his weakness.
He's
isn't
made
it?
of lead. What?
No, like lead's his weakness.
Lead? That was
that
not
mentioned?
clear in this film.
Yeah, they put him in that safe, don't they?
Yeah.
I thought it was just because it's got a lock.
Yeah, I thought
No,
that's the only reason.
No, so like, I mean, if you knew about fucking leprechauns,
I thought
do
he
your
was
goddamn research.
I thought he was going to say, in the extended novel.
In the Leprechaun, I can't think of the word biography. It tells me all his weaknesses.
Yeah, you're on the weird websites.
So what? Has he got some kind of lead deficiency?
So leprechauns.
Not a
Fucking,
deficiency.
yeah. Just point a pencil at him then.
No,
That's graphite. Everyone knows
actual
that.
lead. Like leprechauns are like renowned for being like opposed
That's Superman.
to lead.
Why wasn't that in the introduction rhyme about what?
Yeah.
Because he's not going to tell people about his fucking weakness, is he?
He tells
He's not
people
gonna
to
be like-
not let him free.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't let me free. I like to be a little gremlin in me leprechaun world.
And the word lead lends quite it's quite useful in rhymes. You can rhyme it with dead or bread, or if he's got a friend called Jed or Ted, like that would have been easier to make a rhyme out.
Oh, I wrote Emily a Valentine's Day card the other day.
Very nice.
And it said, roses are red, violets are blue. If you were dead, I'd have sex with you. From Ted Bundy.
Oh, right, nice.
Nice. Have you been watching the Ted Bundy tapes on Netflix?
I watched it when it first came out.
Is it good?
Okay.
Worth a watch?
It's weird.
I know we don't do TV on this podcast, but
I wish we did sometimes.
Have you watched Making a Murderer? So,
Yeah.
that was no.
So it's kind of filmed the same way as that, where every old fat white American man all look the same.
Mm.
And it flicks between like different ones. It's like, oh, he was a lawyer, he was a policeman, he was someone's dad. And it's like, I don't know who you are. You all look the same. You've all got white hair, you're a little bit fat, and you're wearing glasses.
Right.
I don't know who you are. And it kind of flicks between it. And it takes like a couple of episodes for you actually to put names to faces.
Mm.
But if you know about Ted Bundy, this brings up all sorts of stuff that you wouldn't have known.
Oh, right, okay.
It's really interesting.
The only thing I've heard about him is that he's quite fit.
He is a bit
People
fit
have been like,
Well,
he's
he's
quite
played by Zac Efron. So.
in the new film.
fit. Yeah. But this is more documentary. Anyway, back to the good stuff. Leprechaun.
I forgot where we were in it.
So, Creepy Priest.
Oh, lead.
Yeah.
Lead's his weakness.
And Creepy Priest is the reason he gets out, because he tries to fuck one of his parishioners. Is that
Yeah.
what they call them?
Is that
Is
after
it-
Coolio turns up for 2 seconds and
Oh,
he
yeah.
goes, look, there's Coolio, and then
Oh.
it just goes off.
There's a bit of a start.
Is that
I forgot to look it up. If it's it looked like Richard Gere was in the opening. There's after the iced tea thing, there's an opening bar shot, and it's just a panning shot, and there's a guy sat at a bar that they pan right by, and I swear it looked like Richard Gere.
I'm pretty sure it's not.
It's probably
gonna
not,
be
but
Richard
I
Gere.
just wondered if no one else knows it. Okay.
No, I mean I can have a look.
I
Yeah.
think I was still reeling over Lionsgate release. So the end then.
Yeah.
So his 2 little sidekick guys die, don't they? The virgin's like, I don't want to die dressed as a woman again, because that's the worst thing in the world. Well, there's the whole dressing up as women thing.
Oh, how his mate
Yeah, the other
Stray
guy.
Bullet dies well before everyone else.
Oh, did you say that seriously? Yeah, I can't even remember. how
Does
Stray
he
Bullet-
die from a stray bullet?
Oh, I don't know.
I can't
That'd
remember
be
how he
ironic.
dies.
Alanis Morissette could sing about that.
Isn't it ironic?
So yes, they both die.
It's like that. Sorry.
Loads of people in gold bikinis turn up, start singing like a rap or something.
Obviously.
Yeah, is there a bit of a dance bit in this film?
Oh no, yeah, that's the end credits.
Okay, yeah.
When he does a rap.
Oh yeah, Coolio's in it.
Yeah, well, yeah, because they
Yeah.
point him out. He's like,
It's when
oh
the-
look,
in the
there's
church bit.
Coolio. And then they
sorry, I'm looking for
explain it.
Richard Gere.
Richard Gere.
They were doing a really terrible rap in the church, and then he blows his magic whistle so people like it, and Coolio pops up for a second because he's drawn in by the whistle.
But I thought he was going to like be in it as like an extended cameo, but no. Oh, look, there's Coolio. Done. Star of Big Brother, Coolio.
Sang the Keenan and Kel intro music.
Yeah,
so he's pretty... And he sang Gangster's Paradise, and this is all about a
Gangster's Paradise is a quality song. Everything else he's done is terrible.
There's no Richie.
No Richard Gere. He's probably ashamed to have his name on if he was in it.
Yeah.
So, what is the end?
They trick him with the dodgy weed, the 4-leaf clover weed.
Yeah. And then...
The leprechaun kills Mac Daddy.
Yeah.
Even though he thinks he's won.
And then Postmaster...
Ends up
puts like the medallion thing around the leprechaun's neck.
Does he put it round, or does it throw up in the air and then magically fall on him again? Like it did at the beginning.
God. Oh,
like perfectly fell on his shoulders. Because that's what happened at the beginning.
And drapes around him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like the first time, while ridiculous,
One in a million.
buy it. Like I could.
Yeah.
The second time, didn't even line up or anything. Like none of it. The angles that they shot it at.
Sorry, fucking medallion firing hobo.
I wondered what you were going to say then.
Medallion fucking hobo.
Yeah.
We need to drink more of this green stuff.
So, yeah, there's like a rap at the end and that's it.
You sound like you're on your way to a bed.
What? No, what? There's some more?
So, Postmaster throws the medallion or wraps the medallion. However it gets on the leprechaun's neck, it gets on the leprechaun's neck. And then Postmaster goes to the hip hop rap competition thing that they're all trying to get to, and he wins, and he's talking about like, oh fuck, I had to fight this leprechaun guy, and all my mates got shot, and one of my mates were a virgin, and he got shot before he could get laid, and then this leprechaun fucked a transvestite, and telling him all about his woes, and then he wins it, and then he takes his glasses off, and it turns out he's actually possessed by the leprechaun.
Yeah, that's what.
And then the leprechaun's there in the corner or something, isn't it? Yeah, okay. That makes sense that the thing didn't go on him then. Okay.
Oh, so it didn't actually go on him then. Right.
Yeah.
So he's just using him for his rap skills.
His sweet bars.
God, I must say.
It doesn't make any sense why he kept him alive, because they've just been battling it out to the death.
Because the leprechaun is that now hooked on the marijuanas.
Right.
And prostitutes. And the best way to get marijuanas and prostitutes is to be a sweet rapper.
Warwick Davis's accent is shit in this film. Sorry, that's a bit off-piece, but it's awful. Everything sounds like this. Everything's got that high-pitched bit at the beginning. And I'm like,
He's a leprechaun.
I don't know why Warwick Davis seems to think he's a good actor.
Yeah, he's not.
Right.
Willow.
Even in host TV game shows. Yeah, Willow's good.
Willow.
Sorry. You mean the character from Buffy Vampire Slayer, right?
Willow.
Yeah, Willow's a badass film. But that's about it.
I mean, I've seen that once when I was a kid and
only
didn't
once.
do anything.
You can go suck a dick.
Yeah, Val Kilmer's quality in it.
Topless Val Kilmer.
Oof. Are we going to rate this film?
Riding an horse.
Yeah.
Are we going to rate it?
Yeah.
Who's going first?
You all know how I feel about it.
I went first.
Do we?
I fucking love it.
Really?
I own it on DVD.
No, but like really though.
Yeah. It's cheesy. It's shit. It's fucking great. It's just, honestly, like, watching this, like, just binge watching the whole of the fucking Leprechaun franchise is great.
And this was, you were like sober, because
I've watched it many times, Hobo. I own it on DVD.
When I watched it again, I watched it with Laura, and she's like, this is the first time I've watched it and I've not been high. But she like loved it.
Well, you watched it twice?
No.
Oh, I thought you were saying when I watched it again.
She loved this film and has watched it many times, but it seems all the times she was off her face.
So what do you think?
Dog shite.
I'm not even going to wait. I think it's dog shit.
Yeah,
as well.
this is
terrible.
Even if it was acceptable back then, this wasn't acceptable to make. This film was bad all around. It was an insult.
They did
to
it back
film.
to the hood. They did it back to the hood.
The fact that people wanted more of this is...
But I don't know who this was for. It wasn't really like a stoner film. It wasn't very much like a hood film. And it didn't seem to be like a horror film. I don't know who it's for.
Yeah.
Who are you? Like, are you like, I understand that I like this because
I'm a bad
bit
person.
Weird.
I'm just
like,
a bad person.
What bracket of people do like this? Just bad people? Just murderers and villainous types? Like, who is it for? Honestly, I don't know.
What?
I don't imagine people who like gangster films love this.
I want to see
or horror films.
What collection of circles it takes in a Venn diagram to eventually get to Leprechaun. Like, you'd have to have like a million different subcategories of people.
Do you love films about the hood? Yes. Well, do you also love films about small Irishmen? Maybe. Do you also love films where it chastises transsexuals? No. You're gonna love Leprechaun in the Hood. Yeah, it was awful. Absolutely awful. It was a pain to watch.
How high chastises pimps? Pimps. I don't know why my voice went weird.
I quite like How High. I say that I've not seen it since.
Yeah, I haven't seen How High in ages, so this is definitely spoiled. I'm on the winning side.
Spoilt milk.
That's fine. I don't give a shit.
So on that note, this film is Spoilt milk. See you next time.
I don't base my opinion on myself of what others think of me.
I do. What do you think I'm on the street?
Top of the morning, dear.
Was that you singing your way out of the podcast?
Don't forget to like and subscribe to the Spoilt Milk Movie Podcast, you pieces of fucking shit.